Hey there, engineering leaders. Do you practice and preach transparency and why it's important to your team or organization? If not, then there might be some opportunities to improve. Let's jump into that in this video. Hey there, my name is Jeff Perry. I'm a leadership and career development expert and author of The Intentional Engineer. And today we're talking about the principle of transparency and how we need to not just talk about it or preach it, but also practice it. Recently, I was talking to a mid-level leader who was expressing to me some frustration because what he was seeing was that often the company culture and the senior leaders were preaching the principle of transparency and how they wanted to be transparent with the employees about what was going on. And yet, when they were asked direct questions about the changes that were being made in the organization or some of the other things that were happening, they were actually avoiding these things. So they were preaching transparency, but not practicing it. And really, this is a big problem because what that meant was that really decreased and eroded trust in a big way. When you preach something but you don't practice it, that's a surefire way to kill trust with those that you're leading or trying to influence. But let's back up for just a moment and talk about why is transparency even important in the first place? Well, when we think about the principle of transparency, it can be thought of as a critical leadership attribute because when transparency is practiced, it fosters trust, credibility, and a culture that is much more constructive as we work together. Here are three things that we can think about why transparency can have a huge impact. Number one, we already talked about this a little bit, but when you practice transparency, it helps to build trust and credibility. Transparent leaders are those that openly share the information that's important to help people with the decision-making processes that are going on and just help people feel informed about the decision-making that might be happening behind the scenes. This builds trust with employees, creating that supportive and honest work environment. Number two, it helps to enhance communication. When we're openly discussing goals and the challenges that we're having and the decisions that we're making in a way that it helps align the team members and promote that collaboration that we all want in our workplaces. It helps reduce those rumors that might find their ways around and through the organization through different conversations, and it helps ensure that everyone feels informed and engaged. Number three, it demonstrates integrity. Transparency reflects authenticity and it inspires loyalty. When leaders are transparent, employees are able to perceive them and see that they're accountable and ethical and the type of people that they want to be following as their leaders. So remember this, transparency isn't just about oversharing and sharing all the details of all the things that you've been doing at work. It's about creating the culture of openness while also respecting certain things that, yes, they do need to be confidential. We need to share what's confidential and say that's why you're not sharing more. And remember, if you don't preach it, or rather if you do preach it but you don't practice it, this is a recipe to destroy trust very quickly. I invite you to shift that if that's what's happening right now. Hey there. My name is Jeff Perry, and I'd love to help you unlock some more culture of transparency, which might promote more of that trust, credibility, and innovation and collaboration that you are wanting in your team and organization. I help people through workshops, speaking, coaching, and other modes of facilitation, and I'd love to help you. Please reach out and let's connect. And I hope to hear from you soon, and we'll see you on the next video.